Hello, I am Brianna and welcome to My Life on Paper and welcome back to Off the Board with Pineapple Papers. Today is Saturday, which means it is a scrap lift. I am doing the scrap lift by Carollee. I will have it, if I can, I'm going to have it linked below, and it is from GalleryStandouts.com. I am using 49 a Market and I'm pretty excited about this. It's a beautiful, beautiful layout that I am lifting. I am turning this sideways because I am using, and I believe it's a little bit different of a paper. You wouldn't believe it, but I pulled out a couple different one of the different versions of the kind of this color swatch. And the one I ended up picking, because it went best with my embellishments, is this one that has writing that's going horizontally in this picture. So I turned the sketch, which works out fine. I wasn't sure how I was going to back those photos. I decided to go with black instead of any certain color or any kind of ombre color, anything like that. So it was just easier to go with black. I do bring just a few things of black in. Um, Now I'm going to go through my stash and bring in different pinks and yellows and oranges and greens and blues. The blues was the hardest. I don't have that shade of blue in my 49 and Market stuff. Um, the pink probably was the easiest, but they had the most colors, and a lot of it gets ruled out. On the bottom, I have a rub-on from the 49 Market travel collection, and that is blue, but it's a nice dark blue, so it's going to go right over the blue section. The layout has some wood veneer in it, and it kind of extends that line in the middle to the bottom and the top. I didn't have anything like fun like that, so I just went with putting more of those pink embellishments on the top and then blue embellishments on the bottom, well, including the title. In case you are new here, Off the Board with Pineapple Papers is put on by Crystal Barrett. It is all during the month of July, and throughout the year, it is always on the last Wednesday of the month. Crystal has given each of the days of the week prompts to make it a little bit more fun. So on Saturdays we scrap lift, and on Sundays there's a sketch on, or you pick a sketch. On Mondays is mood board. On Tuesdays is technique. On Wednesdays is what is in your cup, and Thursdays is texture. I do plan on playing along with one Wednesday this month, and it will be the off the board next week. So here you can see I'm just trying to color match things and get an idea. I'm not using all these things. These are just kind of things that I think will go good to the page and are good options. I do have lots of various collections of 49 and Market. I'm very much a color scrapbooker, and so I do pull them out of their collections and put them together um, by color so that I can get the most use out of them. The pictures I have picked out are Jillian and her fiance Nick. They took a trip and it was from no, I would be guessing June. June? Last June, I believe. And she gave me a couple new ones. I'm making a couple new two-page layouts. Not really two-page layouts, but one-page layouts that can go together. And this has got a companion page that is already done. Today is the 27th of the month, so the month is coming to an end. I should have two more layouts for this month for Off the Board. And then next month will be the 31 days of cut files with some assemblage required. I have all my photos lined up or ready to go. I'm super excited. It's lots of hiking things, lots of outdoor things. It's going to be perfect for my vacation that I took last month already to England for my big hike. All right, so now that I've got things kind of dialed down, I'm trying to figure out where to put these, and it was very important, the film strip right there, because you could still see some of the mixed media behind it, and I'm trying to preserve that, even though, mixed media is a thing that gets like covered up easily, but the whole point of using this paper was to showcase that. And because of the way I turned my photos, they are wider than what is in the layout inspiration. So I use the film strip so I can layer a couple things on, but I can still make sure that you're seeing that mixed media underneath. These orange flowers were cutouts from some of the packaging, so I'm excited to be using those, and how perfectly do they fit right there. It's really a hodgepodge of different things. I have just a little bit of florals sprinkled around. I used some hearts, I used some tickets, and then obviously the film strips and just various little things here and there. That little piece, I am not even sure what it says, but I think I do a pretty good job of covering up the random words on it. It probably says something like soap, or I don't even know what it says, but I do use some tickets to cover that up. I'm going to use that green piece there for a journaling. And I'm not sure if I've announced it yet during one of my videos, but at the end of the month, I'm going to do a layout share. I've never done that. And that is mostly because I feel a sense of accomplishment once I get a layout done, I get the video done, it goes into my album, and it's a real sense of accomplishment. So it's real feel good for me. But I have seen some people where they're very interested in layout shares, so I will put one together for this month, see how it goes, and you might be seeing that from now on, depending on how the first one goes. There is that little bit of black I was talking about, that suitcase on the bottom. And I'm going to use this notebook edge as a tucking piece. The little green banner that I'm picking up says Little Adventure, and the journaling piece says Memories. I'm going to be a little sad, I think, when Off the Board comes to an end at the end of the month. But I always do play it along on the last Wednesday of each month. I am getting out my Barely Art glue to glue these pieces down, and I do try to just sneak it under not only the photos, but the pieces I've already layered down so that they kind of stay in the same place, because otherwise if I pick stuff up, I'll be starting all over again with placement. I know I mentioned before that next month is 31 days of cut files with some assemblage required. I have purchased the whole bundle. I have pictures to go for every day, and I think that I will be using a cut file for every day, but my plan is to record my normal 3 days a week and then probably do more of a layout share with the ones that I just do off of camera. I think that way I have done every day in the past. Um, and depending on what month it is, I can keep up with that and be okay. I might be stretched a little thin over the summer, so I think this is a good way to use those cut files, still show you what I've made, but give process videos about 3 times a week. So that is my plan for now, and you know how things always change. So as I'm editing this video, I'm noticing, watch the green tag on the left. See how you can see that mixed media off the left-hand side and it's tucked into the photo? In a moment, I'm going to pick it up to glue it down. It's going to shift quite a bit to the left. You're going to see more of the picture, but which is fine, because then you can really tell they're on an airplane. But I really lose most of that mixed media right there. So that's why, I mean, and it's not that I don't like it, right? It's not any worse than it was before, but I think that's kind of why I try mostly to sneak that glue underneath and not pick it up. Um, because my choice the first time might have been better. You lose all the green on the left side. I could have added mixed media. I guess I never even really gave that a thought. That would have been to enhance it with a little bit of more mixed media and put the, you know, I don't know. I probably don't have, I mean, you don't need an exact match, right? I could have had a totally different shade of green going off the left side because I really covered it all up. Just a thought. And I really enjoy kind of learning from this, right? So um, by recording and going it over with you with what I'm doing, it kind of sets it in my brain so I can think of next time. Hey, remember when you said next, I am rubbing down that title there, and I know I say it every time I use one, but these rub-ons from 49 and Market are just the best. They are so they just come off really easy, and then they have all this little extra mixed media. You can see me kind of just putting it down there that didn't rub off, and you can just add it where you want it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a fabulous day, and please come back tomorrow and see another Off the Board with Pineapple Papers with me.